In AFC Liverpool's 100th league game, they welcome the Vodkat First Division champions to Valerie Park in what is the final league game of the 2010-11 season. And before the game kicked off, the Reds welcomed the newly crowned champions onto the pitch. In the blustery conditions out there today, defences could have a nightmare with high balls, as Baker's back header is a little bit short, but Spate gets there ahead of Gardner, and then Stafford, and comes to the rescue of his defender. And in the opening couple of minutes, Lee Baker came close to gifting the Reds a goal, but fortunately for him, his keeper was alert. Gardner with the throw-in finds Stafford. Gets the return and the two link up and a nice little bit of interchange, and now Gardner's in a great position, but his shot ends up nearer the corner flag than the far post. Christopher with a goal kick downfield. Ashall with a header knocks it back into the Reds half, and now Beattie could be in here as he gets to the ball ahead of McCluskey, but his attempted lob was never going to have Christopher in trouble. Christopher with a long kick downfield, flicked on by Gardner, and Kennedy will pick it up. He drives across into the area where Stafford gets his head to it, but he can't get any power or direction behind his header, and Spate comfortably takes it. Rothwell delivers the free kick into the Reds half. McCluskey gets his head to it and knocks it back into the AFC Blackpool half, and Stafford gives chase and gets there ahead of Rothwell down into the corner. Keeps hold of possession and finds Gardner inside the area. He turns but can't find a way through. Rolls it across to McGann, who lays it off to Gibbons, but he drags his shot wide. Approaching half-time, that's the first bit of play since the opening 10 minutes that's produced anything like an attempt on goal. And for a moment, we were almost excited. Gardner lays it off to Kennedy. His first time ball forward down into the corner is one for Stafford to chase against Dell. And the Red striker forces the Blackpool defender into conceding the corner. Kennedy's delivery drifts away from the goal, but Blackpool are having trouble clearing it as it drops to McGann at the edge of the area. He loops it back in, it comes off the bar, and Gardner's there to follow up with the header, but he's been called offside and the goal won't count. Clever thinking from McGann, and he was unfortunate that his effort came back off the woodwork. Torpy's long throw-in is one for Stafford to chase against Baker. Shoulder to shoulder they battle, and the Red striker manages to win a corner for his team. Kennedy's delivery this time is to the 6-yard box. McCluskey gets his head to it, and then Gardner, trying to divert it into the back of the net, succeeds in only putting it over the bar. Carroll's header goes straight up into the air. Gibbons' header drops to Gardner. He plays in Stafford, in behind Baker. Stafford shoots, but Spate makes the save and it goes behind for a corner to AFC Liverpool. And the Reds are definitely on top at the start of this second half, but once again they fail to take their opportunity. Carroll with the throw to the edge of the area. It's headed clear by McCluskey, but only to Waddington, whose volley goes straight down the throat of Christopher. State collects the ball, turns away from O'Driscoll, rolls it onto Waddington. His ball forward is headed behind for a corner, but the referee's pulled the play back, presumably for a foul on Waddington. And it'll be the substitute to go for goal, and he finds the bottom corner, and surely he's won the match for AFC Blackpool, scoring so late in the game. 89 minutes on the clock, and he goes to his manager to celebrate. And from out of nothing, when the game appeared as though it was going to end in a 0-0 draw, Benjamin Waddington takes all 3 points for the visitors.
Paul Moore, manager AFC Liverpool. Disappointed the way you lost that game?
I think disappointment is an understatement to be fair. You know, first and foremost, I'd like to congratulate AFC Blackpool and Stuart in particular. But on today's performance, I thought my lads have played really well, considering the conditions. And lo and behold, one shot from Blackpool, one goal. But at the end of the day, in football terms, you know, you can play as much as you want. And you know how cruel it is. It's all about scoring goals, unfortunately. I thought we bossed and controlled the game. But again, you know, I said to the lads at half time, I said, you know, the only way these teams here are i.e. from free kicks and set plays, and it's come out that way. And worst thing is that they've gone and scored basically last kick of the game. But you know, we look at it in a positive manner. We've got a game on Monday in the cup, and hopefully we get a bit of revenge come Wednesday, because obviously if we win Monday, we've got AFC Blackpool up at their place, and if the lads perform the way they did today, I fancy our chances, to be fair.
Against a team that's scored so many goals this season, I thought you looked really comfortable defensively.
Yeah, I mean, you know, again, that's a credit to the lads that have played today. I mean, we played Blackpool 3 times now this year, and we beat them twice. That's the first time they've beat us in 8 games, I think. And it showed in the end how much they wanted to beat us. But that's credit to us, that it means so much to them to come, even though they're champions, and wanting to beat us and to put a feather in their cap. But you know, I'm sure to God we'll come across each other again, and I'll make sure it'll be their first and their last. Because again, you know, we fell for the sucker punch, but football's like that, unfortunately. And over a period in the season in particular, that's the way it's panned out, unfortunately.
A couple of early chances for you at the start of the second half. Had you taken them, the game would have been so much different.
Well, I always felt if we scored first, we'd go on and win it comfortably. But again, you know, I keep saying, you know, it's important that we stay switched on. You know, I'm not going to have a go at the referee, but I thought today's on his performance, I think he was a little nicky-picky, and it's gone that way that he's given a free kick on a nicky-picky situation. You know, there hasn't been a bad foul in the game. I'm not blaming the referee, but at the end of the day, you know, referees' decisions change decisions, and you know, they've got the free kick in the dangerous area, and they've gone and scored. But if we'd gone and scored first, I think we'd gone on and won it comfortably.
And if you beat Norton on Monday, you face AFC Blackpool again in the cup on Wednesday. Do you think today's result's going to have any bearing on that game?
Well, yeah, because I want to beat them, and I want to beat them every time I play against them, and that's not being disrespectful to them. That's, you know, goes with every side. But you know, they're the champions, and I want to beat the champions. And you know, if we win, you know, no disrespect to Norton, if we apply ourselves well, then I think, you know, we can go through and we can meet Blackpool on Wednesday night.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem. Thank you.